Welcome, sweet friends, to the channel Frugal Money Saver. My name is Emmy. My husband is Paul. We are so happy to have you here today. Super excited about this video. We are going to embark again on a no spend January, and we are inviting you all to come along with us on that journey. Today's video, we want to share with you ways that have been successful for us in the past on our no spend January. This is the third year we're doing it together. Hopefully these tips will encourage you, they will prepare you, and they will just make sure that your no spend or low spend January is a total win. So first, what's the difference between a low spend and a no spend January? A no spend January is where you decide that you are not going to spend any money on non-essential purchases. So essential purchases have to be paid. That's food, all bills, medical, insurances, everything like that. Prescriptions, all those are necessary expenses. What you'll be cutting out is anything non-essential. So no eating out, no buying clothes, no buying home decor, no frivolous day trip somewhere. It's basically cutting out all the little frills and extra. What's a low spend January? A low spend January is maybe where you're going to pick just several categories that you're not going to spend on. Maybe you're not going to buy any extra clothing and home decor, or maybe you're not going to go out to dinner as much. Either way, hopefully these tips will help you stay on track. So let's get right to it. The first tip is the desire to want to do this. Do you really want to do this? If so, put your hand up. Yes, I want to do this. Shout it. We are going to stay motivated because of our desire to do this. When you want something bad enough, you know you can make it happen, right? And so as we go into this no spend January, let's have that deep desire to want to save that money, to come out the other side February 1st, look back and think to ourselves, what a total success this was. And once you get that desire, you have to think of the rewards that will come with this challenge. More money in our pockets, more money to do the things we really want to do, more money to pay off debts or loans or a mortgage or a car payment, whatever it may be. There are so many advantages to doing a low and no spend January. The second tip is to figure out what is motivating you. And that kind of ties in with the first tip. What is motivating you to do this? I want you to keep going back to that motivation over and over. So if it is paying off credit card debt, maybe not paying it off fully, but maybe using a nice little chunk to get those payments down. Maybe it's putting a little extra towards your mortgage payment. Or for us, it's just having that extra money to do something else that is more important to us than those frivolous spends. So whatever your motivation is, revisit it over and over. Write it down. Put it somewhere where you can come back to it over and over again, because that motivation is going to be what keeps us going. Number 3, decide what you're going to do instead of spending money. I really want to learn to make sourdough starter and sourdough breads this January. I could have done it in December, but I said, nope, I'm going to hold off to January because I think this is going to be such a perfect month to do that. I want to relax more. I want to read more. I want to start thinking about and planning my spring garden. What is something you really enjoy doing? Now, what I want you to do is do that every time you feel like spending money. What is it that really brings you joy? Revisit those things, those hobbies that maybe you've shelved for a while, and come back to them and figure out how to put those in place of frivolously spending money this month. Have some wonderful things that you know you enjoy. And I want you to think about these things. Just don't say, oh, well, I'm going to read a book. Figure out what book you're going to want to read. Or I want to start a health journal. Well, that's wonderful. Get a little notebook and start it. Whatever it may be, put some thought into it so that we can revisit it over and over again through the month of January. Number 4, takeout and eating out is always a challenge for all of us. That drive-through temptation is always present. Well, in a no-spend month, there is no eating out. That is a frivolous expenditure. So, meal plan. Have some convenient, easy, prepped foods in the house. Have some bags of ravioli, dried pasta, tomato sauce, mac and cheese, whatever it is that you can go to that you know will cost so much less and quench that desire to eat out. And meal planning will be an integral part of that. Take a few minutes every week and just jot down what you have in the home and what you can prepare for meals. Now, Monday does not have to be hamburgers, and Tuesday doesn't have to be pasta, and Wednesday tacos. Just write everything down. Make sure you have the ingredients for it. And then whatever day you feel like eating the hamburgers, you eat them. Or tacos, you eat them. Don't make it more complicated than it has to be. What we're basically trying to do is keep out of restaurants. I know for Paul and I, we're going to have some bags of tortellini in the freezer. And it could be as easy as soup and a sandwich. It doesn't matter. Just so that when you're tired or you don't feel like cooking, which, hey, let me tell you, we're all there more times than not, keep something easy and quick in the house. Number 5, practice gratitude. I want you to practice gratitude throughout the entire month. Well, we should be practicing gratitude every day anyway. But during the no-spend months, it's even more important. I want you to just listen to this statement for a minute. Nothing curbs a want more than being grateful for what we already have. I'm going to say it to you again. Nothing curbs a want more than being grateful for what we already have. Basically, when you look around at how much we have, how much extra, how much surplus we actually have of tchotchkes and clothing and knickknacks and books or DVDs, whatever it may be, do we need more? I think we need to keep that gratitude in our hearts throughout this entire month so that we don't fall into that trap like, well, I need to reward myself, or I deserve this, or I really don't need it, but you know what? I've been good all month. I'm going to buy it. We got to keep that gratitude of what we already own and what we already have in our hearts. Number 6, watch and prepare for obstacles. Yikes, obstacles, what do you mean? Well, sometimes people don't understand our journeys, and that is okay because there are journeys. Ours is ours, yours is yours, and yours is going to be totally different than ours. But that is awesome, that is great, and that's what makes each of us special. But not everybody understands that. We may hear things like, well, what do you mean you're not going out to eat this month? Or what do you mean you're not coming shopping with me this month? People may not understand that, but that's okay. Just remember to smile. And when people ask you why, you don't need to give a huge, giant explanation. Just smile and say, because that's what we want to do. That's sufficient, because this is what we really want to do, and this is what we believe is best for us right now. And that's all they need. And another obstacle you're going to encounter are your favorite restaurants, your favorite online shopping stores, your favorite brick and mortar stores. They're all going to be beckoning you. They're all going to be calling you. Be strong, resist. Again, practice gratitude. Look at how much you already have and think to yourself, do I really need more? Number 7, don't stop enjoying life. This is not a downer challenge. This is a fun, exciting challenge. And please don't stop enjoying life because of it. Don't think, oh, well, I can't do this, or I can't do that, or I can't have this. No, now is the time to tap into all the free resources that are out there. Your library. Oh my goodness, if you were to spend an hour in your library, you'd come out with books, magazines, DVDs, who knows what. There is so much at your public free library. There are free events year-round. Enjoy family and friends. Have them over for a simple meal. Watch movies together. Make a vision board of what you want to accomplish in 2023. A vision board is just a poster board, basically, of things that you want to accomplish in 2023. Maybe health goals, maybe cooking goals, maybe living goals, whatever it may be. Jot them all down. Cut up old magazines and put pictures on your vision board. These are all free things to do to keep enjoying life. The joy doesn't stop with a no spend, low spend month. It actually is enhanced because you will become more creative. I guarantee it. It's not about a joyless month. If anything, you are going to be even more joyful. And wait till the end of the month and you're like, wow, look at how much money I saved. And an extra bonus one, number 8, is please be gentle with yourself. Like anything else, if you slip up and spend, or you spend more than you want to, it's okay. You chalk it up and you start again the next day. The problem with us is I think we are hardest on ourselves. We look at ourselves and expect perfection, and perfection is a lie, and it is something that none of us will ever accomplish. Do you really want to be perfect? You know, when you think about it, it's our little quirks and flaws that make us lovable and make us who we are. So through this no spend, low spend for the month of January, be gentle and kind to yourself. Be gentle and kind to each other. And this is going to be your place to come for support, because throughout the month we will have hints and tips. Now the question for Paul is, I didn't mention this to him, but as you all know, those of you who have been following us for a while, Paul has had 2 no-spend birthdays the last 2 years. I've made meals for him at home. I've baked him a cake at home. We've done free activities, and we're going to be doing Paul's no-spend birthday again this year. This will be the 3rd year he has generously said, yep, I love these no-spend birthdays. It's actually turned into such a fun day. So your stop for encouragement will be right here. Okay, you know what our question of the day is. Are you on board with us for this? Will you be joining us for a low spend, no spend January? Are you going to be joining us for a no spend on non-essential purchases? Or is it going to be a low spend on non-essential purchases? And also, when you tell us that, I also want you to share one thing that you are going to be doing instead of spending money. This will encourage us so much. I can't even tell you. And I know you all read each other's comments, so you're really encouraging each other. What is something you're going to want to do in the month of January that does not include spending money? And like I said, for me, it's going to be sourdough starter and sourdough bread. Paul, I didn't ask you, what is something that you're going to be doing instead of spending money in January? Not that he spends money anyway.
Well, you know how I like to tinker with things and take things apart and fix them. So maybe I'll go around the house, see what needs to be, worked on. I find it interesting to do that. And also maybe go in the garage and pull out some old boxes I haven't looked through lately. And you never know, I'll be there for hours.
He does. He's got a lot of boxes in the shed. So we hope this was encouraging. We hope you join us. Again, we will be with you every step of the way. We thank you for sharing this time with us. We ask if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget that comment. We ask you to stay well. We ask you to be safe. And above all, we wish you blessings. Until our next video, may God bless you. If so, tell us which. Are you doing a no spend on non-essential Are you doing a no spend on non-essential Are you doing a no spend on non-essential purchases? Okay, I'm going to put this at the end because you know how many times I've been trying to say non-essential. Let's do this again.